Some areas near Canlaon Volcano are experiencing ash fall. FEVOX has advised residents to close all windows and doors. If riding a vehicle, stop during an ash fall and park your car in a secure place. Make sure to clean your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating them. It is also advisable to boil your water before drinking to avoid contamination. Always cover your nose and mouth with an N95 mask or a wet towel, and make sure to have an emergency kit which contains first aid kit and other necessities. Meanwhile, Maynilad advised customers in Muntinlupa and Cavite to avoid drinking or using tap water for cooking. This is due to water quality issues in Laguna Lake. Here's the report.
Maynilad has issued a warning for its customers in the south not to drink water directly from the tap or even use it for cooking, particularly in certain barangays in Las Piñas, Muntinlupa, Parañaque, Bacoor, Cavite, and Imus, Cavite. Around 159,000 homes are affected by this issue. One such home belongs to John Almerino of Barangay Almanza 2 in Las Piñas. This situation has led to additional expenses for them as they now need to buy mineral water for cooking rice.
Lalo na po ako, ma'am, kasi po meron po akong amebiasis. And then meron po akong bata dito sa loob ng bahay, which is medyo maselan din po yung tiyan pagdating po sa tubig. Ayoko namang sa risk yung health namin mag-ina. Baka naman mapagastos pa ako sa gamot.
So what led to this issue? Maynilad explains that the quality of water in Laguna Lake has been affected by the onset of the rainy season. The water in Laguna Lake has become salty, which means it takes longer to clean at their water treatment facility. But if they prolong the process, some areas might run out of water, so Maynilad has not tightened the quality standards of the water. The water is actually clean, and you won't notice any difference in quality. But according to Maynilad, the quality of the water can be compared to well or groundwater with high mineral content. This might be noticeable when doing laundry because the bubbles disappear quickly during rinsing. Currently, it is slightly higher than the standard set by the Philippine National Standards for Drinking Water.
Actually, hindi siya masama inumin, pero we'd rather be on the safe side.
The Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System Regulatory Office is investigating the quality of water in the affected areas served by Maynilad.
Maynilad is supposed to provide potable water 24/7 to its customers. So this is not potable water. So we want to understand the situation. This is seasonal. This happens every year. So they should have been ready for this.
At present, the MWSSRO has given Maynilad 3 days to address the water quality issues in some areas it serves. If the issues are not resolved within that time frame, appropriate fines might be imposed. Shaila Francisco, WR1 News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Berzosa. The Ombudsman suspended Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo for 6 months, along with 2 other officials of the municipality. This follows the graft complaints filed against them by the DILG. Mayor Guo accepted the Ombudsman's decision, but insists that she's innocent. Here's the report.
The Office of the Ombudsman orders the preventive suspension of Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo as she continues to face issues concerning her identity and her supposed involvement in pogos in her town. Aside from Guo, other Bamban officials are also facing 6-month suspension. These are Business Permit and Licensing Office Head Edwin Ocampo and Municipal Legal Officer Aidan Sigua. This suspension order stem from administrative charges filed by the Interior and Local Government Department against Guo and the 2 other officials over alleged grave misconduct, serious dishonesty, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the best interest of service. The 9-page order made by Ombudsman Samuel Martirez dated May 31st said that they found sufficient grounds to suspend the 3 from office. Among the allegations cited is Guo's supposed financial interest in the Baufo-Pogo compound as she continues to own shares of its stocks, contrary to her initial statements that she already divested from it since becoming mayor. The Ombudsman also pointed out that Guo did not cancel or revoke the business permits of the Zunyuan and Hongsheng Pogo companies, despite the raid and the cancellation of their license to operate. BPLO head Ocampo was implicated for processing and granting permits to Zunyuan despite incomplete documents. Sigua meanwhile allegedly neglected his duties as the legal head of Bamban by failing to investigate the resolution of the Municipal Council on the application of Zunyuan. The Ombudsman explains that Guo's suspension was merely a preventive measure to make sure that Guo and the other officials will not use their positions to influence the ongoing investigation against them. However, they could still be permanently removed from office if the allegations are proven true. In a statement, Guo says she accepts the Ombudsman's decision, but notes that she will continue fighting her case. She also maintains that she's innocent of the allegations. Guo adds that she is ready to cooperate with the authorities to clear her name. The Solicitor General is also conducting its own investigation into the Bamban mayor's case. Soljan Menardo Guevara clarifies that the Ombudsman's order has no impact on their own probe.
In the case of the OSG, we're looking at a very different angle. So if there is basis to conclude that she is not legally qualified to hold public office or to continue exercising public office, then we may consider the matter of filing a petition for quo warranto.
Meanwhile, for Senator Risa Ontiveros, who is leading the probe against Guo and the Pogo operations in Bamban at the Senate, says that she is looking forward to their executive session with Guo, where she hopes that there will be more clarity on Guo's role on the illegal Pogos in her municipality or whether she's a threat to the country's security. For News 5, Ria Fernandez, we are One News.
Former Health Secretary Francisco Duque revealed that former President Rodrigo Duterte authorized the transfer of 47.6 billion pesos in COVID-19 funds to the Department of Budget and Management in 2020. In a House hearing, Duque said they authorized the transfer of their COVID-19 budget to PSDBM despite the absence of a memorandum of agreement between the 2 agencies. Recall this budget was used to acquire contracts with Pharmally Pharmaceutical Corporation. Pharmally was accused of selling overpriced medical supplies to the government, such as face masks and face shields during the pandemic.
Ito ay inauthorize ni former President Duterte. Tama.
In his public pronouncements, the transfer was done because of the public health emergency, which he declared sometime in March.
Iloilo Representative and former Health Secretary Janet Garin raised her eyebrow over the classification of medical supplies as commonly used supplies during the pandemic. Solicitor General Menardo Guevara said this is questionable.
Probably the DOH felt that itong mga PPEs yung mga test kits can be classified already as commonly used items in the context of a pandemic. So probably yun ang magiging legal issue, if at all, that it will be questioned before a court of law.
In volleyball, Alas Pilipinas suffered a straight set loss at the hands of host country Bahrain in the pool stage of the 2024 ABC Challenge Cup. Despite their valiant effort, especially in the second set, the Philippines men's volleyball team failed to contain last year's silver medalists, losing 18-25, 23-25, 20-25. Alas Pilipinas is now out of medal contention. They will now set their sights on the classification stage. You can continue to support them by watching the games live on One Sports and the Pilipinas Live app. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.